How often have you found yourself feeling bored and uninspired at work? Struggling to get motivated, lacking in energy, enthusiasm, creativity, and drive? If your answer is never, then you are one of the lucky ones. Because at any given time in your organisation, there will be people who are feeling that way. As a result, they're disengaged and unproductive. We know that leads to higher staff turnover, higher absenteeism, lower productivity, and reduced profits. The results can be devastating. So how can you, as HR professionals, help your colleagues, and maybe even yourself, to be more engaged and more productive at work? And that's an interesting question, because quite often we focus on how we can get people to be more engaged and more productive, to do more work. But that might be the wrong question. Here's what I mean by that. A little while back, a couple of months ago in fact, I found myself stuck in a rut. I was completely unproductive in my business. And it wasn't the first time that I felt that way. There had been times, even when I was working in an organisation, even when I was doing a job that I loved, that I found myself bored and unmotivated and not fulfilling my potential. I was telling a friend of mine that I felt like I'd lost my work mojo. And as a result of that, the inspired and creative and enthusiastic, positive Mel had somehow got lost the more I tried to do things that maybe weren't such a good fit for me. Now, I don't know how you feel when you're feeling a bit flat and unmotivated and what that kind of looks like for you. For me, it means that I don't even wear my red lipstick. Now, I know that sounds pretty frivolous, but in fact, that's how it affects me. I'm known for my red lipsticks as part of my identity, and it's how I express myself when I'm feeling good. So my friend said, Mel, you just very simply have to stop feeling blue and be more red, meaning I needed to do more things that I was good at and that I really enjoyed. Now, red means different things to different people. It can be danger and anger and risk. But also, it can be about power and passion and love and standing out. So if I think about being more red, for me, it really is about getting back to who you are at your core. What is it about you that's unique? And it's about stepping into you and your amazingness and sharing that with the world. Because when you do, a whole lot more happens. You are more productive generally, more positive, more persuasive and influential, more fun potentially, maybe even more successful, whatever that means to you. It's really about identifying what it is that makes you special, that makes you stand out and be remembered and be remarked upon. So I started to think about that's going to be different for everyone. And then I started to think about, maybe I think I should think about being more red, and red as an acronym. So take a look at this slide. Which words jump out for you? Is it about being more revolutionary, maybe more enlightened or more dazzling? Whatever it is for you, think about, for the purposes of this talk, think about how you could be more remarkable. What is special about you? What is unique about you? What is worth being remarked upon? Lean into that. Maybe try being a bit more enthusiastic. In any role, whatever level we are in an organisation, we're going to find that there are people and situations and tasks that we really don't like. But if we can find and look for and find those things to be enthusiastic about, we can really impact on our own days and our productivity as well as that of other people. And finally, being more daring. Not about being risky or unsafe, but actually thinking about making courageous choices, maybe stepping outside your comfort zone, speaking up in meetings, or being more visible in your organisation. What could being more red look like for you? Imagine how your day might play out if you were to be more red. Imagine how much happier and more productive you might be if you were just more of yourself. And think about the incremental improvements that could be made if every single employee in your organisation was to be more red, to be more of themselves, therefore playing to their strengths and working in their zone of genius. So next time you find yourself or any of your colleagues feeling a little bit unmotivated, unproductive, disengaged, think about how you could be more red, whatever that looks like to you. Who's ready for that? Thank you.